It's day number 2.5 probably, here at our home away from home for the next, let's call it 10 days. The Residence Inn, one of the many residence inns here in Orlando, Florida. Absolutely beautiful area. Kids are obviously enjoying it. If you can't be in your house, you might as well be somewhere nice, right? Well, I thank you. It's not mine. Not my pool. We're at the Residence Inn. Joe, looks like you're here. Mega podtastic. What's up, everybody? We're at the Residence Inn here in Orlando, beautiful Orlando, Eastern Orlando. I won't say which one because for all those crazy stalkers that are after me, of course. Michigander Man, Amanda, Nola Dad, Nola Deej. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me. Let me move things a little bit. Haven't updated anything in several weeks. Thank you for that, Ian. Haven't updated anything for several weeks, and I just kind of wanted to explain what's going on. What's up, Breezy? Clearski? Brad? So, as you can see, my kids are enjoying the pool, where we are staying for at least the next 10 days, starting off the holidays. Life's been a little odd over the last, call it 3 months, and it's kind of caught up with me a little bit. I've got 2 Splorins. Yes, you did, Ian. Way to go. I've got 2 Splorins in the can that I have not been able to edit, and I've had them kind of like in a state of half weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's just not getting done. So I thought I would kind of explain what's going on. Hold on a second. The boy likes to give the millennial bunny ears.
Hey, you want to see my cannonball?
He wants to show you his cannonball. Can we show you his cannonball? Hold on, Ian. All right, now yeah, you can run over there, and I'll just kind of go through what we're here for while he does his cannonball. I tried to get overly personal on here. Most of you who know me, I'm pretty open about what's going on, but I like to make sure that I keep it somewhat personal here on the channel, so everyone can kind of get a real flavor as to the person behind it. That's always been important to me because that's what I enjoy about YouTube, is watching people who I feel some sort of connection to. But at the same time, I've got a family and a life, so I kind of have to be a little selective about just how much I share here. And this young man is not going to swim over here again, are you? You're going to stay on the other side of the pool, aren't you? Yep, no more of that. Go back over there with your sister. I'll swear. Shredder dog. So, like I said, the last 3 months have been a little odd. And it's finally caught up with me. For those of you who are not aware, about 3 months ago, I got a call at work from my wife who told me that the bottom floor of our house was underwater, and apparently a toilet had overflowed. The people who had the house before us, very nice people, were a little bit of a weekend warrior couple, and they did a lot of work on the house themselves, and it all passed the inspection because if you ever had a home inspection before, you know this. The home inspectors don't really look too deep into things. They look to make sure that the foundation is good and the electrical panel isn't going to catch on fire immediately. But they don't really dig below the surface. And in this case, we have found in the last year since we moved in, all the little projects that they've done were done very poorly. They didn't install the drywall correctly. They didn't install the plumbing correctly. They didn't install the electric correctly. The floors were not done. Everything was just crazy the way that they did it, and it all looked okay on the surface. But when you start scratching beneath the surface, a chair would butt up against the wall in the living room, for instance, and then when you move the chair back, you would take a piece of the paint with it, and beneath the paint was a leather patterned panel like you would buy in an art store. for whatever reason. And I'm sure it's because they were trying to make the house look great to sell it, and it worked. Looked awesome, but a lot of stuff has been wrong, and the toilet flooded by itself 3 months ago. Nobody was even home, and suddenly, so my wife calls me. I come running home, and everything on the downstairs floor of the house is just underwater. Um, all the furniture, everything comes out of there. And we spent 3 months now waiting for all the insurance stuff to go through and the subcontractors and all that. So here we are 3 months later, living basically out of an unfinished house, because when they came in the day after the flood to tear everything out, they tore a lot of the drywall off and just left bare bones. The floors were torn up, left down to the cement slab. Furniture is all pushed into one small area. So we've been living in an unfinished house for about 3 months now, waiting for this all to get taken care of. Kept on filming as much as possible, even though it was difficult, because I enjoy doing this and I want to get out there and I want to keep it going. Michigander, man, I feel for you, dude. So we're getting through all that stuff, and then about 2 months ago, I get a call in the morning from my wife. She's just taken off and taken my daughter to work, and she calls and lets me know that she's been into a little bit of a car wreck. And she said, nobody is dead. The car is drivable but in trouble. The cars behind her were totaled. It basically, two cars up, stopped in an intersection real quickly. I guess they forgot they needed to make a left turn. So rather than just wait, they caused this wreck. They slammed on the brakes. And just bam, 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 cars come flying in. Kendra didn't hit the car in front of her at first, but the two cars behind her couldn't stop in time, and they slammed into her. Best guess is like 35 miles per hour, and she gets injured. And we have found since then it pretty much destroyed her spine. Whole bunch of damage done. My daughter was in the car; she got hurt too. Nowhere near as bad. Kids bounce back from everything. So she, at that point, is incapacitated while they figure out what they have to do. It's 2 months in. We're still waiting for final word on what kind of surgery she's going to need. The insurance stuff takes a while. Doctors that'll actually handle this kind of thing are few and far between. So I've been trying to keep up with, I won't say being a single dad, because my wife still helps as she can, but she's very limited with what she can do. So while the house is being torn apart, the furniture's going out and all that kind of stuff, I'm basically the only one that can do anything with it. I'm dragging all the furniture out myself, because she can't lift anything over like 10 pounds. Dragging the stuff back in, the new furniture, all that kind of stuff, trying to keep the house up, keep up with the kids, keep up with work, all that kind of stuff. We're in the busiest period we've ever had at the office. The other day I'm driving home with all this stuff going on, and my car finally gives out. It's an old car. I'm one of those guys that's going to drive a car until the wheels fall off. And the wheels didn't fall off, but things like brake lights don't work anymore if there's a problem. So with this week moving out of our house into the hotel, also gotta add working late at the office every day, and now I've got to go out and find a new car real quick, which I'm grateful to say at least we're in a position where I can go out and get a new car. But that's kind of a process too. So this last week we've packed up our entire house. We have moved into this very lovely residence inn for the time being, which the kids are enjoying. And I gotta say, as far as hotels go, this is pretty nice. We do have a 2-bedroom suite for the time being that the good folks from our insurance company have set us up with. Buying a new car, working late every night, has not been a whole lot of time to update. I've got 2 vlogs in the. Oh, that's cool. I appreciate it, guys. And please don't take this as me saying poor me, because it's not. I'm extremely blessed. I'm extremely fortunate. I do have a very good support system. It's just a matter of kind of everything happening at once. The good news is most of the stuff is being taken care of. My wife her stuff will be taken care of through insurance means, and we have good health insurance. So, I mean, it'll be rough for a while, and when she finally has a surgery, hopefully very soon, there'll be a couple weeks of bed rest to get over it, but this too shall pass. The car, I was able to take care of. Got a new, nice car that I replaced it with. Nice, newish, used car. House is being taken care of, so in a couple weeks when this is all said and done, we'll have basically a new house, a new car. My wife will have a new lease on life with her health. So I mean, it's all good stuff in the end. Not particularly the way that I would want to go about having all that stuff renewed, but we're fortunate. We're in a good place to have it. And, family and friends have been very supportive, and it's appreciated. And I appreciate all of you guys. I know a lot of you already know about this stuff and have been very supportive. I appreciate that. I did last week go to Free Play Florida with Greg from Adventures by George, with Sean from Nego Orlando, with Jackie from Super Enthused. While we were there, Brendan from Retro Spectrum, Keith Apicary, Nathan Barnett, Angry Video Nerd, James Rolfe, Michael from Presidential Tourist. Michael, I'm sorry, I'm not going to try to say your last name. Every time I do, I trip and fall. George Lowe, the gentleman that played Space Ghost, which was a hero of mine. I've had that one ready to go for a while. Get some great footage. A wonderful time, just an amazing evening. It's going to be a great vlog. I know the other folks I mentioned already got theirs out. It's killing me. It's absolutely killing me not being able to get to it yet. But I'm halfway through editing that. Hope to have it up shortly. Got some Christmas stuff I've already filmed with some good folks. And I'm really hoping to kind of get into the swing of things again shortly. I'm gonna get those 2 vlogs out, but it's probably gonna get a little worse with me disappearing before it gets better, because my wife's gonna have to have that surgery sometime in the next couple of weeks, and she will be completely incapacitated for 2 weeks. And we're in the holidays, so I'm gonna have my hands full. But I just saw Joe ask if Angry Video Nerd remembered wishing me happy birthday. He did not. I did bring it up. I said, hey, my buddy Crazy Joe, he actually asked you to wish me a happy birthday on film about 2-3 weeks ago, and he said, okay. I said, yeah, I'm sure you get a lot of, hey, can you wish my friend a happy birthday? So you probably don't remember it. I was like, no. So at that point, I cut off the conversation and walked away. Later in the evening, James and I did have several good conversations off camera. I was very fortunate that some good friends were involved with the show. So I got to spend a lot of good time with James and with George and with Nathan / Keith. Most of the really good stuff was definitely off camera, which is cool. I hate that I can't share some of that stuff, but to a degree, there's the fact that it feels a little bit more real when you know they're not just doing it for the vlog. Hey, what's up, Gail? Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up with some of the comments a little bit, while also watching my kids nearly kill each other in the pool, like a good dad. So that's about where we are in the great scheme of things. I'm really kind of bummed that I can't update more, but it is the right choice for the family at this point. And honestly, I don't know when I would find the time to update more, since I can't find time to sleep at the moment, which is, kind of why you got this thing going on here. Plus, I'm aging quickly. But I did want to say thank you to everyone who participated in the birthday video a couple of weeks ago. It never got posted publicly, but some friends put together a happy birthday video from a whole bunch of my favorite vloggers and my friends, some of which are the same, which was huge. I can't thank you enough for that. I might actually reach out to some of the people who were involved and ask them if they're okay if I share that at some point. If you were part of that video and you would be okay with me sharing it, please let me know. I'll reach out to a couple of other people. Some birthday wishes from some of the folks here. Brian and from Nola Dad and Nola Deej and Crazy Joe, Angry Video Nerd, Adam the Woo, Jacob the Carpetbagger, Adventures by George, Tampa J, Super just Alma, all these good friends and people that I look up to put this video together for me, and it's one of the greatest presents I've ever received, and it's awesome. I haven't shared it because it was a private thing that they put together, and I'm not sure I will share it because I definitely would like to hear from them. I don't want to use it as a view thing, but at the same time, I know a lot of you would get a kick out of it. So, Michigander man, catch you later, buddy. Gail, is something wrong? Yes and no. There's been a lot of crazy stuff going on over the last 3 months. Just kind of updating everybody on why it's been so sporadic that I update and why nothing's come out for several weeks. Long story short, we're living in this hotel at the moment. It's a nice hotel, two-bedroom suite. Put up by the good folks at the insurance company while they fix our house. The house flooded and took out everything on the living room floor, kitchen, living room, bathroom, one bedroom, hall, all that stuff. Took out most of the cabinets, the floors, the walls, all that stuff. My wife was in a car accident, which has left her seriously injured and fairly incapacitated. Car crapped out. Work at the same time took a big jump in terms of how much time it requires. And there's some personal family stuff too, with immediate family members being very ill. Some being given days. I'm happy to say that they have thus far outlived the diagnosis. I'm hoping they continue to, but we'll see. But with all that stuff going on, I'm extremely grateful. I'm not trying to get sympathy. I just kind of want to explain to everybody why I haven't been updating. I will get back into it. My guess is it's probably going to be after the new year before I can get any regular schedule going again. But I do have a couple that are already filmed. There's a couple more that I want to film. There's a couple of friends I know that are coming into town here in Orlando in the next several weeks. Definitely want to get together with them. May or may not film some of that stuff. There's a fairly large YouTuber that most of you know, who I've been fortunate enough to become friends with over the last 2 years, who was in town the other night, and he's got a great vlog coming out that he shot while we were hanging out the other night. I didn't film. I don't want to just film just to throw stuff out there right now. I don't want to film the same thing that 13 other people are filming and put it out there. So, as Christmas comes through, we'll try to get a couple more things up there. But in the meantime, more important than that, it was you, Joe. In the meantime, I just wanted to say I appreciate all of you. I'm still around. I'm still keeping up with all of you as much as I can. I'm still on Instagram and Facebook, and by all means, hit me up whenever. Always happy to have a conversation. If it takes me a while to respond, just understand that it's probably because I'm spinning 15 plates at one time, and I'm not agile or graceful enough to do that well. And that's about it. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure Gail knows who that was. But there was one other YouTuber with us too. So, a little surprise there. And there's a couple of great moments that he's got coming up in his vlog that are, what's up, Earl? That I'm hoping he'll be able to put in there, and I put that in there because there's some stuff that has to be edited out. Some not so family friendly moments from somebody outside the group. It's just offering their opinions in the background. I'm hoping he could edit those words out because the content behind it is too good to just cut it out altogether. So, that's about it. I'm going to get back to watching the kids. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go back and reread all the comments that I missed. I appreciate all of you stopping by. And one last shot of the beautiful swimming pool and the kids and all the crap that isn't so pretty looking. Thanks, guys. Looking to catch up with you all soon. Love you all. Bye. Aw, Jufro, thank God it's over. That's cool, Jufro. I was just thinking, before I sign off, I hope Jufro shows up because I care what he thinks. You, sir, have made my day. John Mark Taylor. We'll talk, buddy.